My brother, welcome home. Sometimes when you look at yourself, you feel nervous, right?
I don't even believe, like, when I look at myself, I don't even believe that's me, you know.
Sometimes it's hard to watch yourself, right?
Yeah, like,
Why?
I'm a big fan of myself. I could just say I'm the #1 fan of Nappy.
Wow, fantastic.
Because every time I'm editing the video, I'll be like laughing, I'll be rolling on the floor, you know.
So you're the one who edits your
Yeah, I do the whole job.
All right.
I should, like, of course I have the editing team, but sometimes I don't feel comfortable. Like, I feel comfortable editing the video by myself. So it's my job, so I started it and then I want to finish it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Welcome home. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation.
Thank you.
My first question is, who is Nappy?
That's a very big and important question.
Right.
Okay, Nappy is just a comedian. Okay, and he's someone who went through a lot of sadness while growing up, so he turned that sadness into bringing joy to people's face. Okay, a lot of people, they are going through sad moments these days, so I create something like this because I wouldn't want to see anyone go through what I went through when I was growing up. So I converted everything, my life growing up, everything about me, I converted everything to a comedy.
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to change people's life through comedy. That's who is Nappy.
And what happened in your life?
You know, the typical African child.
All right.
That grew up in a poor, wretched home. You know, that you don't even have 3 or 2 square meals a day. So you have to. I left my home when I was very young. Okay, my mom, of course, no parents would be happy to have his child outside home, but I got to look for, like, man got to do what he got to do, you know. So, and I started everything when I was very, very young. Started from football, hustling in the streets, selling water, you know. That was then, it was like, you know, cold water.
Yeah, sure.
In its just small nylon pack.
Okay.
So I made that water. I pay, like, I look for a place to keep the water, to make it cold, and then I sell it in the traffic. Not just that, I sold water, I sold sometimes I do sell drink. I was very young.
Yeah, it worked by that time. It worked out well.
It didn't work.
Very hard, yeah.
It didn't work, but I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
I had to save a lot. I was going through hard time, you know. I did everything I had to do to make my upbringing smooth. But it didn't work like that. I passed hunger. Like, I was like, okay, now this thing is getting to difficult part, and then I had to save money even when I had no food. Even when I'm supposed to eat food, I said, no, I'm going to save the money. And then I went to Europe. That was how, from there, I started, everything changed because I was playing football. I used to be a footballer. I played in my national team. And yeah, but it was very, very sad upgrowing.
Nice. When you're saying national team, I just want to know, born from where and raised from where?
You know, this is
some people are confusing us, right?
This is a question everybody wants. Like,
exactly.
they want to hear, like, they want to know
because most of people they just recognize you like Nigerian or Ghanaian.
Maybe because of my
accent.
accent.
Strong.
Yeah, maybe because of my accent, and I respect that because I love Nigerian accent. You know, it's funny. You know, so when a Nigerian is talking here, you be like, oh my God. Sure. So and I grew up with I had some Nigerian friends. You know, so and that really made me get used to the accent or something. Okay. But sometimes I can switch. It depends on who I'm talking with. Exactly. Okay, and it depends on the mood as well.
Yeah, sure.
So and then I'm from Equatorial Guinea, born and raised there. Okay, of course, I left my home while I was very, very, very young. I traveled to so many places, because then I was still, playing football. I had my management, then. But fortunately, I am from Equatorial Guinea.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll be back shortly. Turaza kugaruka mu kanya ho gatoya hamwe n'umuvandimwe Nappy kubera ko urabizi ko ikintu cyambere ari amakuru agezweho. Reka tubanze tujye mu shami ry'amakuru ho gatoya tugaruke nanone mu minota dufite tuze kuganira nkwibutsa ko mu minota yacu ya nyuma turaza kuba dufite Dr. Tom Close nawe araza kudufasha kugira ngo twinjire muri ya segment yacu ya The Truth. Ku buhanga bw'ibyuma baraza kudufasha n'ishami ryacu ry'amakuru bamaze RTV versus reka tubashimire bagenzi bacu bamaze kutugezaho amakuru agezweho dukomeza na versus dukomeza n'ikiganiro cyacu. Back to Nappy, and then how did you end up of being social media influencer from football national team, and then today we are just discussing about social media?
Yeah, sometimes this is what I think. Okay, maybe my opinion might not be someone's opinion. Okay,
yeah, sure.
When God wants to bless you, He blesses you. Okay. When God calls you for something, no matter how difficult, no matter how far you could run away from that, He's definitely gonna get you. Okay, so I think I am blessed with creative. Okay, God blessed me being creative person. So I tried running away from that, from the football, because then I could remember in the locker room, I used to be the funniest person in the dressing room, with my teammates. So I can make them dance, make them happy, So when I stopped the football, I started working, I started doing other things, and it was like, okay. By the way, I'm an actor, okay. And then I was like, okay, I need to take this thing serious. What do I do now? So it took me for like 4 years, and sometimes, if you have a talent with no studies, it could go away. Yeah. So I had to study what I'm doing now to make it more professional. It took me for like 4 years to get everything together, to study what I'm doing now. So today I'm happy. This is one of the things that I love to do. Yeah. I love to be with my family. I love to work. I have never seen someone who loved to work than me.
Thank you so
I love my work.
Why did you stop football?
I used to be a goalkeeper. Okay, I have to be honest. Wow. I used to be a goalkeeper. I was not that tall enough to get to, so when I met the Couture, the Real Madrid goalkeeper, when I met him, I was looking at him like this.
So you were too short, right?
I was like, man,
I wish I could be like you.
I just go. Just go. I'll wait for you. I will be in the stand watching, okay?
All right.
So those kind of things, and then I got injured, and then I saw red flags that I couldn't ignore. Okay, in Europe, of course, I was playing in the 3rd division team. I was very good. Everybody loved me, but I knew that I was not going to get to 1st division. So I was honest to myself. I did not want to waste time because I was getting, the age was growing as well. So I said, okay, I have to do what I have to do.
Let me focus
on what I have to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then how did you come up with such idea we've been watching on TV?
Yes, this idea, it was inspired by so many things.
All right.
My upbringing, the talent I have from God, my studies and everything. It came up with just the way I work, for instance, okay? All the way I work. That was
even the tongue.
Yes, everything was inspired by my upbringing. Like, homeless. Then, like I told you before, my upbringing was very sad. Like, I never had that opportunity to study or to meet people top. So I was just a street boy. So those things, my experience in life, all these things got inspired. And being black in abroad as well, being rejected because, of course, as a black man living in Spain or anywhere, so sometimes you get rejected in so many things you do. So I'm like, okay, I have to put all these things in something. That was what I did, and now it's Nappy.
All right. Now, how do you handle negative comments?
I just ignore them. I just laugh.
Are you sure?
I just okay. Let me from the big in the beginning when I started this. Of course, I live in Europe, and I started this from Europe. Okay, so and people were like, "Oh my God, you put in shame to African community. You bring in shame to African. You should go and work, look for work, and do some, blah blah blah." I was even the people from. For me, I think if I get, for me, this is about me, not about anyone else. Okay, if I get negative comments or if I get rejected from white people, it's something that it's normal, it's common. I get used to that. But when I get it from my African community, when I get it from my own brother, my family, so it hurts me more. Okay, yeah, sure. So at the beginning, it was like, it was molesting me, it was disturbing me, to the extent that the news even got to my mom. This is the woman I love so much. This is the person I love most in this whole wide world, my mom. Yeah. So a news got to my mom. Your son has gone mad in Europe. You need to bring him back. Blah 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 blah. My mom started crying. Your son. Someone come and tell you, man, your son is crazy, running crazy. He's running mad in Europe. So how would you feel? My mom called me and she was so sad, crying. I was like, no, it was a movie. I was acting. I was acting. I'm an actor. Blah blah. My mom said, no. You see,
so she tried to stop you.
She tried. She was like, are you? Because my mom, she's more than 60 years old.
Yeah.
An African woman that is more than 60 years, almost 70 years old. So she doesn't know that. She doesn't know what prank is. She doesn't know social media and all this stuff. So she tried to call me to sense. Yeah. And then I told her, man, you need to understand that I'm doing this. I'm normal now. And that period, when she called, my dog came to me and my dog, and then she was like, oh, you see how your dog is
just touching you. It's not normal.
It's not normal. Okay. I was like, oh my God, this is not going to happen now. So I had to plead on my siblings to call my mom and explain this to her. My mom got to understand finally, and when my mom understood, my family understood. For me, I was like, I advised myself. No one advised me. I said to myself, what you're doing, people are criticizing, especially they are black people criticizing you. It means that you're doing it good. It means that you're just gonna grow more. Okay, that was after 3 months I became famous. Right. Like from what I was doing, from what I do. So, and those people who were criticizing me, they are the same people today. They see me in the street. They ask me for photo. Yeah, they want to make video with me. They ask me for autograph.
They are your fans. Right?
They are my fans now. Right. So you see, criticisms, you just ignore them because it means that you're doing something good.
Okay. Now, tell me, what was the first challenge for the first post you posted by that time?
I was seeing a girl. All right. And then the first challenge was my mom, this one that I told in my family. I was seeing a girl and then she called me. She was like, are you this type of baby? But the person I know. I was like, what are you talking about? How could he just
what happened?
What happened? Like, how could he just walk into someone and take his food? I was like, oh, that. You don't know I said to her, you don't know the behind the scene, okay? So let me see you, and then when I explain to you, and then she was like, no way, you agree.